When you apply for a mortgage, one of the most important factors that the lender will be looking at is your debt to income ratio, or DTI for short. Now, simply put, DTI is your monthly debts as a percentage of your monthly income. The lower your DTI, the stronger your application looks, because less of your income is already committed to your bills, and there's more money left over for whatever life may throw at you. And the higher your DTI, the riskier your application looks, because if your monthly payments take up a large portion of your income, it's more likely that some unforeseen event may cause you to miss a mortgage payment. Now, lenders look at DTI in two different ways. There's your front-end ratio, which specifically looks at just your housing payment as a percentage of your income. And then there's your back-end ratio, which takes all of your monthly debt payments into account. For example, let's assume that you're applying for a mortgage where the monthly payment would be $1,000 per month. If you currently have a car payment of $500, a student loan payment of $500, and gross income of $4,000 per month, and that's before taxes or deductions. In this scenario, your front-end DTI would be 25%. And we get that by dividing the mortgage payment of $1,000 by the income of $4,000. And your back-end DTI would be 50%. We get that by taking the total monthly debt payments of $2,000, $1,000 for the mortgage, $500 for the car, and $500 for the student loan, and dividing that by your income of $4,000. So the question is, how high can your DTI get before you run the risk of not qualifying for a mortgage? You may hear some in the industry throw around certain standardized DTI limits, but it's not really that simple. Your maximum DTI will depend on the lender, the type of loan you're applying for, and other compensating factors, such as your credit score and how much money you have in reserves. Nowadays, many of these maximum DTI decisions are actually made by algorithms known as automated underwriting systems. The lender plugs in your credit, income, expenses, and assets into the software, and it will evaluate the various layers of risk to determine if the loan is eligible for automated approval. Now, I've personally seen that most borrowers are able to be approved for about a 45% or so back-end DTI ratio. However, I've seen files with DTI under 40% be denied, and I've also seen files with DTI above 50% be approved. It all comes down to how strong your application is overall when the lender takes everything into consideration. Now, if you're wondering what type of DTI you can expect to be approved for, then call or email us today and we'll put you in touch with one of our favorite local lenders who can start to explore options with you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.